It is a truth, generally acknowledged, that we are all longing to escape. I escape, always, to my favourite book, Pride and Prejudice. I've read it so many times now, the words just say themselves in my head, and it's like a window opening. It's like I'm actually there. It's become a place I know so intimately. I can see that world, I can touch it. I can see Darcy. Whoa, Amanda. Now, where was I? I have no right to complain about my life.
I want this account de-jointed, yeah? I want her name gone.
I mean, it's the same for everybody. And
Did you get a shag?
I do what we all do.
Do you want to get a slap?
I take it on the chin. And patch myself up with Jane Austen. Ah! I know I sound like this terrible loser. I mean, I do actually have a boyfriend. It's just, sometimes I'd rather stay in with Elizabeth Bennet.
Piranha! I thought you weren't here.
I'm not. Michael coming around tonight?
No.
Why isn't he coming around?
Boys' night.
He'll be around after that.
No, he won't. I've told him not to. I have plans that involve nobody except me, i.e., not you either, so go away.
How do I look?
Like you put your lipstick on by eating it.
That's as good as it gets.
You are mistaken, Mr. Darcy. If you suppose that the mode of your declaration affected me in any other way, then as it spared me the concern which I might have felt in refusing you, had you behaved in a more gentlemanlike manner.
I just want to read my book.
What are you doing? Is this you proposing to me?
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Marry me, babes. Make an honest woman of me.
You have no idea, do you? Quite how unromantic that is. Piranha? Ow!
This is most extraordinary. But I beg you, Miss Spencer, to entertain my explanation of it, for it will be truthful, if a little intractable to believe. There is a door, Miss Spencer, in the attic portion of my father's house, which is a place unvisited except by servants and myself. Were this door to open, which it does not, it would give upon the empty air 4 stories high, for there is no room beyond. It is a door entirely without sense. One may not pass through it, try as one might. Until this day. For you, Miss Spencer, have opened this door for me. You are the key.
What makes you think my name is Spencer?
It is tailored in your underthings.
My name is Price, Amanda Price.
How do you do, Miss Price? I'm Elizabeth Bennet.
Yes, I know.
Mans!
Just a minute!
Sweet.
Okay, Elizabeth Bennet in my bathroom. Clearly I'm hallucinating. Why? Too much Austen? My mother would say not enough boyfriend.
Right, he doesn't take drugs, he doesn't knock you about.
This place is a mess.
Yeah, it's called redecorating. It's what women my age do when they get divorced. It's like sex, and you can stop whenever you like for a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Give me a cigarette.
No,
You're telling me who it is I have to marry now, is that it?
I'm reminding you, Amanda, that you are what you are. If you waste your life pretending to be something else, you'll regret it.
I don't trust him, Mum.
Sweet pea, he had it off with a waitress.
2 nights running.
But he's a man. He has appetites.
I have this conversation with Piranha on a regular basis, and she never gets it. I am not hung up about Darcy. I do not sit at home with the pause button and Colin Firth in clingy pants, okay? I love the love story. I love Elizabeth. I love the manners and the language and the courtesy. It's become part of who I am and what I want. I'm saying, Mum, that I have standards.
Well, you have standards, pet. I hope they help you on with your coat when you're 70.
I, who have valued myself on my abilities,
Who have often disdained the generous candor of my sister and gratified my... And we are engaged. It is settled between us already that we are to be the happiest couple in the world. Is this not astonishing? Were such a thing at my disposal, I should do little else but toy with it all day.
Miss Bennet, I think I may be having a nervous breakdown. You see, I am a real person, and you are a pretend person. You are the creation of Jane Austen.
I'm not acquainted with this person.
You are a character in a book. This one, written by her 200 years ago.
It grieves me, Miss Price, that I must presume to dispute with you. I have my fleshly envelope. As you yours.
Tell me something I couldn't possibly know. Please, a piece of information that simply doesn't exist in my brain. Just do it.
Netherfield Park is let.
No, I know that.
But you cannot. The news was fetched only this morning. I have told no one but Lady Ambrosia.
I know about Mr. Darcy everything. But you don't. You haven't met him yet. Okay, something else, please.
The part of Russian America that most intrudes into the Arctic Sea is called Point Barrow.
I've never heard of Russian America.
It occupies the northernmost territory in the west of the Americas.
But that's Alaska.
I've never heard of Alaska.
Show me the door, Miss Bennet. That's not a door. I mean, it could have been a door, but look, it's part of the wall. It's got all the pipey stuff behind there. The plumbing.
Yet it is the way I entered.
I don't understand.
Nor I, Miss Price. But this is assuredly my house.
Sorry, miss, but are you dining tonight? Mr. Bennet likes to know what number to expect at table.
Please advise Mr. Bennet that I will be down directly. I was just, looking for him.
Yes, ma'am. Whom shall I say has given the master this message, Ma'am?
A friend of Miss Elizabeth. Okay, this is seriously weird and I want to go home. Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
I have said, Mamma, that if I am to be received at Leatherfield, I shall dress myself in silk. And both funny trousers, so I shall.
Lydia, as your father has signally declined to call on Mr. Bingley, the notion of such an excursion is entirely fanciful. Pity, such a sniffing.
Split a windpipe. I mean, good heavens, forgive me, but the noise in this palace of lunacy is more than a reading man can bear. So you are Elizabeth's friend?
Yes, Amanda Price. Sir.
How marvellous to have the society of ladies who are not promiscuous with speech. Allow me to introduce myself across the wasteland of the servants' stairs. I am Elizabeth's father, Claude Bennett.
Claude? You're kidding.
Doubtless it exposed me to some comments around the font, but it was the name my parents chose. So, you are not a local person, Miss Price?
I rent in Hammersmith. It's an area of London.
I have driven through a pleasant place that bears the name, but it was some miles from London.
Suppose it would have been.
And you are acquainted with Lizzie how?
Known Elizabeth for years.
Until yesterday, I had not heard her talk of you. But it is eminently possible she has made many great speeches on the subject, and I have merely forgot. Old age, Mr. Price. I find I cannot recommend it. My wife. Lizzie has told you about our thrilling new neighbour.
Mr. Bingley?
Pleasant enough fellow, not strong on brains. I called on Bingley this forenoon. Haven't told my wife that, but she enjoys the suspense.
We really are right at the beginning, aren't we?
You do make the most refreshingly elliptical conversation, Miss Price. So, Lizzie has gone to Hammersmith to see you, but you have come to Longbourn to see her. You will forgive me for observing that the arrangement seems to have a flaw. Oh, dear, are you quite well?
I do feel a bit unusual. Might I go back upstairs?
Of course. We can dissect this matter further on the morrow. Take Lizzie's bed. She claims it is tolerable soft. Sleep well in it.
Thank you.
Well, I call it perverse. Mr. Bingham's been in residence a week.
Bingley, Mamma.
Not quite a mile to present his card. I said Bingley.
You said Bingham.
If you persist in contradicting me, Lydia, you will go to your room.
Willingly. I'm as like to meet a husband there as anywhere else in this house.
Lydia, sit down at once. Mr. Bennett.
Oh, am I here?
Elizabeth.
Miss Price. I did not mean to startle you.
No. It's,
Papa sent us to see that you knew Lizzie's room, but clearly...
Yes. Thank you. You're Kitty, aren't you? And you're Mary. I've read so much about you, I feel I know you.
Red?
Heard. Talking to Elizabeth, who is my friend.
Is there anything we can get you, Miss Price? A dish of faggots?
All right for faggots, thank you. I think I'll just, go to sleep.
Right.
Lend me your handkin, Lizzie.
Oh, you're Miss Price of Hammersmith.
Yes.
I thought you felt funny. Well, I often get into bed with Lizzie in the night. She strokes my back when it's time to wake. Oh, I'm Lydia, by the way.
I know.
What preparation do you use for your hair? It's most pungent.
Okay. Look, I've had enough of this.
What's the deal here? Are we live on cable or something? Is this like the Jim Carrey thing, but period? Where are the cameras? Oh, come on! What are you after, guys? A bit of girl-on-girl action under the covers? What do I have to do to get out of here? Snugger? Show you my pubes?
What have you done to yourself?
That's called a landing strip, Lydia. Standard pubic topiary.
The fit of her breeches is really quite extraordinary. Breeches are as nothing but an hour.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Price. Did you sleep?
I did. Thank you.
Please sit here next to me. I'm Jane. My sisters, I think you've already met. There is chocolate and green tea and marmalade, for which Hill makes exceptional toast. Sorry we cannot offer you anything more amusing.
It all sounds heavenly.
Your tunic, Miss Price, it is what is worn in town this season? I think it very fine.
Kitty, you are importunate.
I am starved of fashion is all.
This is otter hunting kit.
Goodness. Are otters routinely hunted in Hammersmith?
Oh, yes.
The belt, therefore, is for the attachment of gralloching knives.
Absolutely. My proper clothes are, coming.
Oh, I shouldn't bother. In this house, we may as well take the veil. All Papa has to do, Jane, is call on Mr. Bingley. It's not arduous. Yet to punish us for being flibbity-gibbets, he will not.
I think you'll find that...
My mother, Miss Price, is a little indisposed this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She suffers from her nerves.
Yes.
Have you met my mother?
I've yet to have that pleasure.
Who is that?
He sits as Horsewell.
I'll tell you exactly who that is.
Oh, Mr. Bingley. It is unutterably kind of you to call.
Common courtesy, madam. Neighbours, so forth.
Ah, Bingley. Welcome, sir, to the asylum. What, finished already? You have devoured Rousseau apace.
Find him eminently
The
digestible.
gentlemen are acquainted.
We've known each other, hours. We lend each other books. It is practically a marriage.
That's Mrs. Bennet.
You did not say Mr. Bennet.
I lacked the opportunity.
Mr. Bingley. And yes, he's looking at Jane.
Bingley, you've words to say in this house. Speak 'em up sharp. Now, let us sort the sheep from the goats. My daughters Jane, Mary, Kitty, Lydia. Elizabeth, the very goatiest, is not here. In her stead, we have Miss Amanda Price.
Charmed. Charmed.
Miss Price is of Hammersmith.
Really? Excellent fox hunting country, I hear.
Well furnished with otters.
Undoubtedly.
Elizabeth is presently to be found disporting in the otter-strewn thoroughfares of Hammersmith. Miss Price will explain.
Lizzie's gone to my place. She's, as it were, trying to write a book. A novel. She's tried to write it here, but she finds the life of the house distracting. My place, it seemed logical that she should dig in there for a day or two, get something down on paper.
She intimated to me she would be gone for weeks.
Did she? Well. Anyway, we've done a sort of swap. She's there, and I'm, here.
But why? Mr. Bennet, at such a time like this, with...
Lizzie begs your forgiveness for not explaining these plans more thoroughly. I think she wanted it to be a, you know, surprise.
I call it a marvellous idea. Right in. All in favour of that.
Mr. Bingley, are you at all disposed to join the dancing tomorrow night at the Assembly Rooms?
Royally disposed, Mrs. Bennet. I've summoned hordes of friends from London. We should be quite a party.
He means Darcy.
One that could only be enhanced should you consent to join it. All of you.
Too kind, sir, but I must beg to be excused. Large gatherings of society bring me out in hives, as do small gatherings.
Stop looking at me, Bingley. Look at Jane.
It is a pity that Miss Price's portmanteau has failed to appear. We must endeavour to furnish her with clothes that are a little less provoking of attention.
So exciting. Lizzie made this for herself.
It's lovely. What are you thinking, Miss Bennet?
I'm thinking how pretty you shall be for Mr. Bingley tomorrow.
Never mind the Bingley, bring on the Darcy. He's the one we want to see.
You know this gentleman to be part of Mr. Bingley's party?
I'm guessing. Out loud, terrible habit. I must say, Mr. Bingley seemed a very nice man. I mean, he'd be a good person to marry. I'd quite like to clean my teeth. Is that possible?
Of course. The instruments are ready before you. See, I brought birch twigs, powdered salt, and a fresh block of chalk.
Right, thank you. Splendid.
Are we going to church?
Does the church have architectural merit?
Probably not. But I doubt that's the point of attendance.
What is to be done with my brother, Mr. Darcy? He has doubts.
A gentleman knows God believes in him. It is his duty to return the compliment.
I, however, desire the compliment of your sitting down with me. You would rather stand in church and have all of local womanhood fall in love with you. How we look forward to meeting these fascinating Bennets and Prices at tomorrow's ball.
Caroline.
But today, you must stay and play cards with your little sister. Poor Charles.
Do you have a salter, Miss Price?
Is that like a picnic thing for seasoning sandwiches?
More for the recitation of psalms.
Not on me. How kind. Look, you have to tell me. Has there been anyone else like me turning up here?
Like you, Miss Price?
Bit odd, talks funny, doesn't know how things operate.
Not really.
I thought for a minute you were wearing contact lenses. How do you get those ringlets?
By the application of hot irons. I'd be delighted to arrange yours if you'd let me.
No. I may be losing grip on reality, but I'm still in control of my hair.
Ow!
Sorry. Just checking.
What's a sandwich? Mr. Collins is a parson.
Our father's cousin. He owns us. Longbourn is entailed to him. Were Papa to die, Mr. Collins could put us out like that.
Therefore must we marry, to be forearmed against the worst.
I should have thought Lizzie might have told you about Mr. Collins. She talks of little else, that fat old sow Ambrosia. We've never actually met him, of course. Might be tremendously handsome.
Wouldn't get your hopes up.
Do you expect to receive an offer of marriage, Miss Price?
Matter of fact, I just had one.
No. What reply did you make?
I turned him down. Or I didn't believe he loved me.
Kitty, pass me your knee.
You must forgive my accosting you thus, but we have not been presented. You're Charlotte Lucas. Now you see you have utterly beguiled me. Kitty here tells me that lady is Lizzie's friend, Miss Price. And I'm at once consumed with jealousy, for Lizzie has never told me of you, yet you know my name before it is said. Wherefore did Lizzie neglect to tell me about this book? I never knew her started.
She didn't confide in me either, originally. I myself got it from somebody else.
Worse and worse. Wicked Lizzie offends us both. Who told you of the book?
Lady Ambrosia.
How characteristically eccentric of our friend to have confided in her. But odder still for Ambrosia to have discussed it with you. Lady Ambrosia is, after all, a corpulent female pig.
What sort of trick is this, Miss Lucas?
What sort of trick are you, Miss Price?
It vexes me exceptionally that Elizabeth should choose to be abroad at such a time as this. And Hammersmith, Mr. Bennet, is Hammersmith a likely sort of place?
I was not aware it was abroad, my dear, but I salute your superior command of geography. Ah. We are arrived, Miss Price, at a particularly fine prospect.
Netherfield Park.
According to disposition, one can marvel at the delicate masonry of the windows, or thrill to the wealth of the tenant.
I learn in church from Mrs. Lucas that chiefest among Mr. Bingley's guests is Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy of Pemberley.
I have attended the disclosure with the reverence befitting all your utterances, my dear. Now kindly explain it to me.
Darcy, Pemberley, with 10,000 a year.
My joy, accordingly, is unconfined. Jane, it appears you must now marry Mr. Darcy instead of Mr. Bingley.
It's not presently my plan, sir, to marry either gentleman.
No, but it is your mother's, so choose your hymns.
What say you, Miss Price? Shall Jane be wedded to this Mr. Darcy?
Kitty, you are overstimulated.
But Miss Price is quite Delphic, Mother. She prefigures all.
I have no idea. Perhaps it is Elizabeth who shall be married.
Elizabeth's not here.
Elizabeth, I am not you. You should be here. There's going to be a ball. At the ball, you meet Darcy. You have to meet Darcy. Do you understand? You have to meet him, Elizabeth. It's what happens.
I'm so looking forward to the prospect of Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy.
I hate a man with too much money.
Mary, that's very modern and I dare say very clever, but you will oblige me.
Last minute lippy. For luck. It's all the rage in Hammersmith. This evening, Miss Bennet, make sure you dance with Mr. Bingley. It's important.
Miss Price, you really are alarming. Explain your meaning.
I can't. I don't know what will happen if I do. I'm just saying, tonight is supposed to be fun. To have a lovely time with Bingley. Let's get to work.
Ladies, how very splendid you all look. I'm so pleased you've come.
Will you excuse me, Mr. Bingley?
I think we all feel it would have been preferable had Miss Price remained in Hammersmith rather than perplexing us here with her radical manners.
I disagree cordially, Mrs. Bennet. I find your guest refreshing.
Thank you. What is this, wine?
Punch, madam.
No, don't go away. Bit thirsty.
Miss Price, allow me to introduce Miss Bingley.
How do you do?
I am not joking, which must be counted in one's favour.
You're Charles's sister.
One cannot deny the accusation, however unused to being defined in terms of one's brother.
No accusation, Caroline. Your brother's a gentleman.
Miss, Lucas. Lucas tells me you are come up from town, Miss Price.
Hammersmith.
Oh. Miss Price, you are quite flushed. Another refreshing glass, perhaps?
Oh, we're both of us in a dream, Miss Price.
More than you know, Mr. Bingley.
Now we have collided so fortuitously. May I beg the honour of the next excursion?
You want to dance? Oh, I'm afraid that's not possible.
You cannot dance a quadrille,
I cannot dance a quadrille.
and it shall be my happy duty to educate you.
Alas, that unrewarding task has been claimed by another.
Another? Miss Price, I fear there may have to be a duel. Who is to be your dancing master? Name the dog.
Don't say it. Mr. Darcy.
Darcy?
You said it.
You certainly have that right, Miss Price. Darcy? Darcy! A most grievous slur has been cast upon your character. Miss Price here says she won't dance with me because you've already asked her. Is that all right?
Yes.
Yes? What fresh lunacy is this, sir? You've never lifted a hoof to dance in your life.
Until this evening, I'd not had the honour of being acquainted with Miss Price.
Well, this is an event of some significance, Miss Price. Quite unprecedented. Darcy regards all forms of sudden locomotion as emblematic of ill breeding. Hunting, tennis, rising precipitately from a chair.
When Miss Price and I dance, sir, there shall be nothing sudden.
I can't dance. This sort of dance.
Nor I. Together we shall make a shambles. But we shall do it with such authority that everyone will stare at us to learn the step. Madam?
I don't know what to say.
Fortunately, we're obliged only to dance.
Why did you say yes?
To spare my friend the humiliation you contrived for.
I didn't seek to humiliate Mr. Bingley.
Then your refusal to dance with him was most ill adapted to its purpose.
I'm drunk. I need a fag. I've got one fag. Everything I do is wrong. Everything. Please, God, I want to go home.
You even breathe fire. Oh, gosh. Miss Price,
Mr. Bingley,
how can I begin?
you and I, we come from very different worlds. More different than you could possibly imagine.
Miss Price,
In my world, Mr. Bingley, all I ever do is dream about the loveliness of your world. The stately, elegant rituals and pace of courtship, of love-making, as you call it, under the gaze of chaperones, of happiness against all odds, and marriage. Here I am. I talk to you for 2 minutes. I kiss you, and you... So I'm a little disappointed in myself, Mr. Bingley. I feel like those guys who discovered that Stone Age tribe and gave them the common cold. Wiped them out.
Miss Price, go.
No doubt, Miss Bingley, you and your brother find these young provincial gentlemen lacking in metropolitan refinement.
Oh, the young gentlemen we find the acme of particularity and taste. It is the ladies of the country whose crassness is unparalleled. As the mother of many daughters, you must find it wearying to have to lead by example in this field.
I do, Miss Bingley. I do.
Miss Price, a word. According to the laws of Christian hospitality, Miss Price, I may not turn you out of my house. Instead, I shall favour you with a warning. I do not know how a person like you comes to be so friend-like with Elizabeth. I fear your influence on her. But as to my other daughters who remain in my care, hear this. Do not obstruct them.
I promise you, Mrs.
It is not necessary for you to speak. Just listen. Do not obstruct any one of them in her quest for a propitious marriage. For if you do, and my estate is lost because of it, something may come over you, Miss Price, like a thief in the night, which may not be quite so agreeable.
Wow, you're a real ball breaker. Sorry, you don't know what that means.
I understand the sense of your speech well enough, Miss Price. Do you understand why?
Elizabeth! It's all going completely tip-up. Bingley can't even see Jane under his... Elizabeth! Open this door!
My dear father, I pray you, sir, not to trouble your mind about your most headstrong daughter. I quite flourish in Hammersmith. I am minded to sojourn here alone a while. Alone is underlined. If I might be so presumptuous as to offer advice to my own father, then I would admonish him to pay particular attention to Miss Price. She is intimately acquainted with the doings of our family, and I cordially believe her to be its most devoted and formidable ally. Trust her. Your affectionate daughter, Elizabeth.
When Lizzie was 10 years old, I taught her to fly a kite. She soon mastered it. She stood between my arms, in front of me, and took the strain. I believe she has taken it ever since. But as for my trust, you have it.
A rare thing, Miss Price, but Kitty was quite right. You are oracular. You prophesied Mr. Darcy would attend the ball, and he duly came. Did he prove equal to your expectations?
Yes. And no. I mean, he's not Colin Firth. But even Colin Firth isn't Colin Firth. He had to change the shape of his head with makeup. But no, Mr. Darcy was pretty spectacularly unfriendly. But that's what one would expect. Physically, he fills his britches pretty well, but he doesn't, you know, float my boat. All that aristocratic languor. I know he can't help it, but it's really not very attractive to me.
He does not float your boat.
An expression current in Hammersmith, never to be used in front of Lydia.
Without Lizzie, the equilibrium of this house is fragile. It is fruitless to pretend otherwise. However, your presence among us affords a certain reassurance, at least to my father. And to me. It's very good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad I can be of service to you while I'm here.
It's not service, Miss Price. It is friendship.
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. I have no idea how to fix this book, and I cannot sew this bloody pew thing without stabbing myself in the hand.
Oh, Miss Lucas, how convenient you are.
How glad I am of that, Mrs. Bennet. This is almost industrious.
Miss Price, alas, is a stranger to handiwork for the church. I'm sure she would bless you were you to take charge of her kneeler.
I may need to unpick all this and start again, Miss Price. Elizabeth sends news?
She writes to her father. Not to me. She clearly intends to stay in Hammersmith. Indefinitely.
And how long do you plan to stay here, Miss Price?
I intend to trespass on the hospitality of this household for not much more time.
I hope you stay forever.
Church has had enough from me for today.
Let us have tea.
Mr. Bennet.
Do you show me your finger because it is injured?
I wish to know, Mr. Bennet, how long Miss Price is to remain our guest. She does not materially contribute to the running of the household. She is unkempt and indelicate, and not at all couth. She is upsetting the servants with all manner of improper remarks.
Elizabeth, in the book, your mother sends Jane to Netherfield on a horse in the rain. She gets a cold and has to stay the night, and that's how Bingley falls in love with her. But it's not happening. Nothing's happening the way it should. Right, I will do my best. Okay? For Jane.
Mr. Bingley instructed you to invite me to visit him.
Some men just find it hard to speak their love, except through an intermediary. It's not uncommon. You must go.
If I set off for Netherfield, Miss Price, it shall surely pour with rain. Look at the sky.
The rain will be torrential, and you will get very wet. This is all how it should be. Trust me.
Where does my sister go?
Netherfield.
But there is to be heavy rain. She'll be soaked to the bone and catch the grip. But this is terrible. The infection goes straight to her chest always. The last time she contracted it... Oh, foolish girl, she does not know.
Doesn't know what?
How close she was to death. Mama!
Miss Bennet! Jane!
Jane has gone to Netherfield Park in this weather, and Miss Price pursues her. Are you so obtuse, Mr. Bennet, that you do not see what is the matter here? She has gone to Queer Jane's pitch.
It is exciting when you bring the language of the theatre into this house, my dear, but might this room be returned to the purpose for which it was created? For me to sleep in undisturbed.
The weather today is uncongenial.
Is it? One tends not to notice.
the pleasure.
Captain Wickham.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Collins.
He's only been here one night, and he's proposed.
If I dream about him tonight, I shall be really angry.
Is she not glorious?
You must not ask me, Charles. What I say may wound you. For my...
Good opinion once lost is lost forever.
I do believe Miss Price just assaulted Mr. Collins.
What?
Well, at 10:35 tonight, get lost behind the scenes of Soccer Aid. Well, next over on ITV3, another author profiled as Colin Dexter Week continues with more from his creation, Inspector Morse. And over on ITV4, another classic. Clint Eastwood returns as Dirty Harry in The Enforcer.